it is what it is. But don't say, it's very important. Don't say, oh, if you need gas, I'll come with you to the gas station. I did that before disaster. Don't even engage in a conversation. Don't say, oh, what are you doing? You should, go to child services, or you should go to a shelter. Don't try to tell them what to do. The worst thing you can do is tell a drug addict or a mental case what they should do. You're going to start conflict. Don't give them advice. Don't try to go buy them a burger and don't do it. Okay? Because after you go on McDonald's and buy them a burger, they're going to go to another 10 cars and they're looking for cash. Okay? And they may accept you offering getting them a burger, but it's not going to stop their hustle. Okay? Is living on the road dangerous? I get that question from time to time because I've lived 3 years on the road out of my car. And overall, out of the 3 years, I would say I've had no major issues. So the vast majority of the time on the road, you will be relatively safe. The biggest concern you should have living on the road is driving. Because driving is one of the most dangerous things any human does. It's very dangerous. So, but that aside, I want to share with you in this video some helpful and important tips that you should be mindful of. You can never fully guarantee your safety, but you can do some things, mindful things that will kind of mitigate some of the risk. Number one is, the biggest issue you're going to have is with drug addicts mainly. Sometimes people with mental issues, but mainly drug addicts. Whether it's alcohol, hard drugs, prescription drugs, whatever. Okay, you're not going to have a serial killer approach you, more than likely. You're not going to have... 90% of your issue is going to be with people asking you for money. They're running a scam on you, and usually they're running a scam because they're trying to feed in a drug addiction, or they're just scam artists. But that's what you really need to understand. And then what you really need to understand is you have to keep your conversation short, brief, and always be ready to start your car and go. Every salesman, and that's all a drug addict, a panhandler, or someone trying to con you, they're a salesman or a saleswoman. I just had a woman approach my car asking me for money. And so every salesman always wants to extend the conversation. So when you're dealing with a drug addict or someone trying to scam you, they're going to start with a conversation. Many times they don't just ask you for money. They start to say, I'm having this problem. I'm trying to get from A to B. I need gas money. But, they just go on this, I'm trying to feed my child. They go on a story. Okay. So stop the story, limit eye contact, start the car, go. Short, sweet, keep it moving. Okay. I saw this one girl, she circles where I'm currently at. She's been at 3 different locations, at a McDonald's and at a gas station. Okay. And she usually has her kids in the back. It's a middle-aged woman in a decent car with her kids in the back. 2 kids, young kids. Okay. And she goes from parking lot to parking lot, just asking, pulling over to the next to a car and asking, telling a story and asking some money. Every time I see her, short, sweet, I say no and I just keep going. She gets, out of the 10 cars she approaches, she gets about 3 people that give her money. So that's a con artist game, is that it's a salesperson's game. Okay. The salesman's doing the same thing. They're playing the numbers. Out of 10 people, if 3 people give you money, if you approach 10 people in an hour and 3 people give you $10, you've made $30 an hour. And you can easily do that if you hustle the hustle game. Believe it or not, there's people out there, I hate to say it, that, go for the emotional guilt trip, haven't spent time with drug addicts and know that's the scam. And 3, they don't realize that there are programs out there for people who need food, shelter, etc. So when someone goes from car to car asking for money, they don't really need help. What they need is a fix. So short and sweet, understand your surroundings. Always remember that if you have an out-of-town license plate, you are going to be on their top priority to ask you first. Example, if you're in New Jersey and you have a Florida license plate, they're going to ask you first. If you're in Florida and you have a New Jersey license plate, they're going to ask you first. If you're in a state and you have a different license plate from a different state, you're on that target because either you're a tourist or you're from out of town. You don't know their scam. Okay. So, once I get into it, you could easily tell. I mean, I've been around, but they prey on out of towners. Okay. They want to start a conversation. They want to know who's from out of town. Okay. And they're playing the numbers game. Okay. Most of the time, they're not going to hurt you. They just want your money. And if you say no, whatever, it is what it is. But don't say, it's very important. Don't say, oh, if you need gas, I'll come with you to the gas station. I did that before disaster. Don't even engage in a conversation. Don't say, oh, what are you doing? You should, go to child services, or you should go to a shelter. Don't try to tell them what to do. The worst thing you can do is tell a drug addict or a mental case what they should do. You're going to start conflict. Don't give them advice. Don't try to go buy them a burger and don't do it. Okay? Because after you go on McDonald's and buy them a burger, they're going to go to another 10 cars and they're looking for cash. Okay? And they may accept you offering getting them a burger, but it's not going to stop their hustle. Okay? Guys, okay, I know family members, I know people, there's plenty of services out there. This is a hustle. Okay? And if someone was really destitute, they could call 911, okay? Guys, don't give them advice. Be mindful if you have out-of-town plates. Don't engage in a conversation. Short, sweet. Always be ready to start your car. I was in South Carolina one time at a truck stop at the night. Those are all the breathing grounds for the hustle. And a guy approached me, and I shared the story before. He approached me on my passenger side. In the night, I never keep my windows all the way down. I always keep my doors locked. Always keep your doors locked. And windows at night only cracked, not fully open. And a guy approached my car. So as soon as he approached my car, I just stopped the conversation. I just went like this, and I rolled up my window. And then he came around my driver's side and tried to start the conversation again. So I reached under my steering wheel. He thought I was going for a gun, and he backed up a little bit, but I just started my car and got out of there. I'm always ready to start my car and leave. I'm never trying to get into a conversation, okay? Because, guys, it can escalate that easily. You go to start your car, guy think you're reaching for a gun or whatever. It's just crazy, okay? So, again, 90% of the time, no issues. The issues are with drug addicts, mental cases, or scam artists. They want your money, not food, not gas. They have a story. Don't engage in the story. Start your car, leave, and go forward. Don't give them advice. That is what you need to be mindful of living in your car, living in your RV, being a truck driver. That's what you have to be mindful of. It's an emotional manipulation game, okay, played by the drug addict, the mental case, or the scam artist. They're a salesman. They're a saleswoman. They play the numbers. Don't be a number. Don't be a statistic. If you want to help, then you should dedicate a day of your week to go help in a soup kitchen or go help in a legalized formal way of helping the destitute, not in a parking lot giving a ride to a hitchhiker or giving money to a woman with kids in her back. There's plenty of programs that you can go and offer your time or money, but they're organized. There's a reason we have organized charities, organized government programs, so that the scam or the possible personal harm doesn't come upon you. There's a structured manner in which you give back to society. And that's the structured manner. If someone needs help, they go to help. Okay. So that's very important, guys. I hope you get that message, especially those living full-time on the road or those traveling, because it's very important. Okay. Hopefully this helped you. If it did, I appreciate if you click that thumbs up. Think about clicking that blue join button if you want to be part of our members-only chats every Sunday. Check out my Nomad playlist, guys. Breaks down a lot of stuff, including this. All right. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Be safe driving and be safe with yourself. All right. God bless.